Oh my gosh, I've just taken them out of the box. Oh Lord, I'm so excited. So, if you knew how many hours I had worked upon this, dealing with anxiety, a gentle reminder that this will pass. So the idea of the workbooks that we do, they're a collection of worksheets, but there's also some good guidance in there. This is about just taking your time, working your way through. Some of the things will work for you, some of the things you might just need to leave until you come back later on. We are going to run some courses that go with this as well, and also I'm going to do some free mini workshops or free mini videos that will accompany the workbook so that you've got a better idea how to use the worksheets. So firstly, we look at what anxiety is. We then get into being personalised for you, looking at anxiety, depression triggers. So we look at kind of our numbers, which is down here, which is calm, which is 1, and then we move to 10, which is really anxious. We look at the things that can trigger us, and then we have space here to add our own. And then we just go down. It might be a 3 there, it might be a 9 there. And then it just gives us an idea. This is all about recognising what it is within us. That's what's really, really important. So we have some signs there of stress. We then do a little bit more work on you, which is how does it affect you? What symptoms do you experience when you have an anxiety? What has anxiety stopped you from doing? And again, please, you are going to do all of this workbook with love and kindness to ourselves. That's the hugest part of all of this. Love, kindness and empathy towards ourselves. We're going to look after ourselves like we would anybody else telling them that what they're struggling with right now. We have the anxiety cycle, we look at coping strategies, so there's quite a few here that have been listed in the classes, and then there's some extra examples we can add on to there. We then look at the difference between rumination and worry. So rumination is in the past, worry is in the future. What are the things that we are anxious about? What's in our mind at the moment? What's in my control? What's not? So anyone who knows me, I use this exercise every single class I teach. So honestly, it just goes through everything. What are the things that are in my control? What can I do things about? What are the things that other people we have no control over? So example there, what other people post online. Now I'm not saying these things won't hurt, but what someone else does, or someone else's mistakes, what other people think of me, is not for me to get anxious over. Is there something that's in my control about that? It might be the way I want to present myself. It might be there's certain things, but I can't spend time and worry over what people will think. Do I want to be liked? Of course I am a human being. We all want to be programmed to be wanted to be liked. But on the other hand, do I want to be liked by everybody? No, thanks very much, because there's a lot of people in this world that I just not mithered over. You're welcome. Listen, there's some people in this world, you've seen their attitudes. It's there. I don't need to be liked. I'd like to be respected in the field that I'm in. And of course I want to be liked by people who know me. But I also don't mind someone coming back to me and going, I don't quite understand that, or that makes no sense, or I didn't get that. I'm all right with that. If someone just doesn't like me, it's all right. Go and find someone you do. So, just saying. Cognitive, I used to waste so much time over that. Shrug my shoulders. Best thing I've ever learned to do. Shrug my shoulders. So we look here at the different kinds of ways that anxiety gets into our head. So it's either everything or it's nothing. We label things, we personalise, we blame it, we magnify it, mountain out of a molehill, and so on and so on. And then here it explains a little bit more of what they do. So the mind reading, believe you know what other people are thinking. I know what you're going to do. Do you really? Do you have a crystal ball? How do you have the proof? We've all done it. I've done it. So it's really interesting. Information is the key to change. Absolutely. And then there's the different kind of, here we go, what evidence do you have that this thought is true? How can I check to see if the thought is true? And it goes through. Just some really good guidance notes. Now this is something, you know when you do a worksheet, this would be me, and I just look at it and go, I could just stroke this page. Firstly, so pretty. But this is something I've used in my classes for a good 8-9 years, and anyone who's been with me right from the beginning when I first started, I Can will know I've never had this as a worksheet. Full stop, comma, question mark. This is about If I spoke without breathing or pausing, you would at some point switch off, and I'd pass out. So this is about pausing, about learning to have a full stop and having a question mark. This is all about your thoughts. It's really, really clever. Really, she says, haven't created it. Honestly, I just love it. I've had so much feedback about this over the years. So that is in there. I do love that. It's brilliant with overthinking. Can you hear the boys? We look at radiators and drains. So who drains us, who lifts us up. Remember, these are your workbooks. You don't have to write in if it's a little bit personal and you're living in the same house as them. But it just lets you know. I mean, sometimes we can't. We have to spend. We all have to spend time with people who drain us. However, what we're able to do is know that before we go in, and then we don't just exaggerate it. We don't add fuel to a fire. Dealing with catastrophizing thoughts, A to Z thinking. I love that. I've used that lots and lots. Barriers to change. Really interesting, the different barriers that you can have. And again, it's just knowing them. Just knowing them there, recognise them. Again, kindness and compassion. There is the square breathing. So again, this is about before we get anxious, or maybe we are anxious, or maybe we're in panic. So what can we do in that moment? Look how pretty that page is. Sorry, this is the first time I've seen these actually printed. I'm not as easy, I'm stalking them, so pretty. Thank you, boys. I have 2 spaniels here. This is it. You work from home. I'm going for Roach's Things. This fabulous workbook. Oh, just wanted the ball, has got it, and is now going out. Come on. Calm, peace and choices. Yeah, choice, calm and peace was until I opened the door and the boys came in. So there's calm, peace and choices. I know, sweetheart, can I just point out? I know, darling, I know. It was calm and peaceful, wasn't it? It was beautiful. So we've got some strategies then about mindful walking. What's a difference being able to be outside? Either if we're able to walk, which is fantastic, which just shows you how to do mindful walking, or whether just being outside near the light makes a big difference. Help with anxiety, so different ideas that are there for you. Little troublemaker came back in again then. 10 ways to build resilience, so there's 10 little steps there. Use our senses, brilliant. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is really, really good if we're caught, either caught in anxiety. Blue sky thinking, list the small steps you can take to move forward instead of kind of trying to, they say you can't eat an elephant whole, don't they? So it's about taking something that needs doing and what are the small steps you can do. Please add your own anxiety relievers. There we go. Remember, we've got a pause button, we've got half smile, million hearts. Beautiful, this actually. Dead simple, just put half a smile on your face and open your hands. Just open your hands like that. And it's about fighting instead of fighting. It sounds really weird, I do it, and it works. It's the weirdest thing, but it does work, so we'll use it. Big rocks exercise. Again, we're about breaking things down. Are we worrying about things we need not to be worrying about? Urge surfing is a nice technique to help with, as is stop double P. 10-minute reset. Oh, just bliss. Put on my favourite, which is a YouTube autumn jazz cafe. My favourite at the moment. Self-care menu. Take moments to look after yourself can help with the anxiety. This is about just being kind to yourself. Love this worksheet. Your emotional cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. It's true though. It's true. There's 2 colouring in pages in here. You're welcome. Created by myself. My very favourite finger breathing. Anybody who follows me will have seen me doing that many a time. Same with a body scan. There's the second. Oh, that looks really good. Second, if I say so myself. Second colouring in sheet. That really is cool. What else have we got in here? Noticing, observing your thoughts. So instead of getting caught up in them. So that's taking a step towards mindfulness. This is a beautiful worksheet, weekly reflection. I don't know if you can see that, sorry, am I too close, not close enough? There we go. I can't make mine up. It's not blurred, I think it's just the way I was holding it. List how you can show yourself kindness. This is, and then all our fabulous books that we've got. So I've just done a little recording on a little sleep time. Mindfulness will be soon. A little me time is out. Living with Invisible Illnesses will be around shortly. All of the books are available at rainbowafterthestorm.org, or you can message me and I will sort all of that out. But please, so cute. Everything that is in here all of the monies that are raised from these go straight back into Rainbow, so they just help with the printing costs, because we try to keep everything as low cost as we can, so we can just get as many of them out there as well. So thank you so much for your time. I would love to know what you think of the booklet, and of course if you order one, please enjoy and let me know what you think of it when you see it. Thank you ever so much. See you soon. Bye bye bye.